Hello students, welcome to first session of social science. This year you have this new subject of social studies in which total there are 3 subtopics, namely history, geography and civics. Under history you have total 12 lessons and under geography you are having total 6 lessons and in civics you have 9 lessons. So from that we are going to start history from today. In history we are going to start lesson number 1, which is in front of you, that is what, where, how and when. As you know, history means to know about the past. So in this chapter we are going to see how we can find about the past. For every lesson you have one box in the beginning which shows you one question. Here it is Rashida's question. Rashida's questions give you the question on which the whole lesson is based. Here in first lesson, Rashida's question is, Rashida sat reading the newspaper. Suddenly her eyes fell on the small headline, 100 years ago. How? She wondered. Could anyone knows what had happened so many years ago? Means what she is thinking over here, कि how we can find out what happened in the past. So finding out what happened. If you want to find out what happened yesterday, then what you will do? You could listen to the radio, watch television, read a newspaper. So these are the common methods to know about what happened yesterday. If you want to know what happened last year, then you ask someone or somebody who remembers. Like for example, you can ask your parents, grandparents, your teachers what would happen in last year. But what about long ago? Let us see how it can be done. Means if you want to know what happened long years back, then how you come to know? So that we are going to study. What can we know about the past? First of all, we should understand what the things which we can know from the past. Means हम लोग क्या past से हम लोग क्या क्या जानकारी ले सकते हैं. There are several things we can find out, like what people ate, what is their food habit, that means the kind of clothes they wear. Then the house in which they lived. We can find out about the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers, merchants, priests, craft persons, artists, musicians and the scientists. Means there are so many categories amongst the people. So we can find out how various categories of peoples used to live in past. Hunters means who hunt the animals. Herder means who rear the animals, means who look after the animals. Then farmer means who works in the farm. Rulers are the kings. Merchants who do the or who sells the products. Then priest who worship the god. Then craft person means goldsmith or the blacksmith, or so many other craft persons were there. Then about the artist, musicians who plays the music, scientist. So about all these persons we can find out when we study the past. We can also find out about the games children played, the stories they heard, the plays they saw, the songs they sang. This is some other information which we can find from the past. Now, next thing, where did people live? Find the river Narmada on map 1. See, On next page, I am going to show you the map on which you have to locate the Narmada river. This is the next page which shows the physical map of India. Here, there is a Narmada river in the center. You can see Narmada river. Okay. So, what the point is about? Where did people live? People have lived along the banks of the river of this river for several 100,000 years. Means people used to stay or lived along the bank of river Narmada. Okay? Means Narmada नदी के किनारों पर people used to live. Then some of the earliest people who lived here were skilled gatherers. जो लोग उस नदी के बाजू में रहते थे, what they used to do? They are the gatherers. They were the gatherers. Gatherers means people who gather their food. They knew about the vast wealth of plants in the surrounding forest and collected roots, fruits and other forest produce for their food. Means what is the work of gatherers? First of all, they know about the plants, which plant they can use as a food, which plant can be used as a medicine. They know or they have the knowledge about the plants, so they gather the plants accordingly. They also hunt the animals. The gatherers are also hunters. They hunt animals. They use animals for their food. So this is about the where did people live. Again, here we have to see, now find the Suleiman and Kirthar hill to the northwest. See in the map, upper direction is always the north direction. And to the, if upper direction is north, means bottom side is the south. And to your right hand it is east. To the left hand it is west. So where we have to see, northwest side, there is Suleiman and Kirthar hill. See here, Suleiman and Kirthar hill. Towards the northwest side. Some of the areas where women and men first began to grow crops such as wheat and barley about 8,000 years ago are located here. Means near the Suleiman and Kirthar hills, we can find people who began to grow crops like wheat and barley 8,000 years back. People also began rearing animals like sheep, goat and cattle and lived in villages. So during that period, people used to rear the animals like sheep, goat and cattle, because rear means they look after these three type of animals, because they get food, they get some product from these animals. Now you have to locate the Garo hills to the northeast and Vindhyas in the central of India. After locating Suleiman and Kirthar hill towards the northwest side, now we turn to northeast side. Here we can find out the Garo hills. See, Garo hills hill is located over here, and in the center of the map we can see the Vindhyas. Okay. Now, so Vindhyas and Garo hills. About these two, these were some of the other areas where agriculture developed. The places where rice was first grown are to the north of the Vindhyas. Means to the north side of Vindhyas, there were places where rice was grown first time. Now, trace the river Indus and its tributaries. Now what we have to see on the map, that is river Indus and its tributaries. What do you mean by tributaries? Tributaries are small rivers that flow into a larger river. So we have to locate such a small rivers which flow into the Indus river, so that they are called as tributaries of Indus. इंदस रिवर एक बड़ी सी नदी है जिसमें छोटी छोटी नदियाँ आके मिलती है, उस छोटी नदियों को बोलते हैं ट्रिब्यूटरीज. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी द रिवर इंदस. See here again towards the northwest side. See, Indus river is here and her tributaries Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi and Satluj. These are the tributaries of Indus rivers. So about 4,700 years ago, some of the earliest cities flourished on the bank of these rivers. Flourish means they start growing. 4,700 years ago, some cities were start growing along the bank of river Indus. Means Indus river के किनारों पे 4,700 years ago सिटीज़ डेवलप होना स्टार्ट हुआ. देन लैटर अबाउट 2500 ईयर्स अगो cities developed on the bank of गंगा and its tributaries and along the sea coast. इंदस के बाद नेक्स्ट गंगा नदी के किनारों पे 2500 ईयर्स पहले सिटीज़ का डेवलपमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ. गंगा और उसकी ट्रिब्यूटरीज. सन इज़ वन ऑफ द ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ गंगा. सो हियर again next task is locate the Ganga and its tributary called Son. Again we will turn to the map. See the Ganga river. Okay, and below the Ganga river there is Son river, which is the tributary, one of the tributary of Ganga river. Okay, now see, in ancient times the area along these rivers to the south of Ganga was known as Magad. To the south side of Ganga river, the area is called as Magad. So this is the Ganga river and towards its south side, means downside, the area is called as Magad. Long years back. Okay. Magad, its ruler were very powerful and set up a large kingdom. Kingdoms were set up in the other parts of countries as well. Means during that time period, kingdom means the area under one king. There were so many kingdoms all over the country, but Magad was the largest kingdom amongst them. Throughout, people travelled from one part of the subcontinent to another part. Now, in this particular paragraph, we are going to see why people travel from one part to another part. Subcontinent means, continents means it is a large area, and subcontinent means a smaller part of the continent. It's called as subcontinent. So why people travel from one part of the continent to another part of the continent? The hills and high mountains including Himalayas, desert, rivers, seas made the journey dangerous at times but never impossible. If you see the map, you can find out the hills, higher mountains like Himalayas, desert, then the rivers and seas. These all natural things, they make the journey of person dangerous, but still people used to travel. So men and women move in search of livelihood. So क्यों करते थे इतना सब कुछ लोग? Just to search of livelihood, जीने के लिए. As also to escape from the natural disasters. Disasters मतलब नैसर्गिक आपत्ति, जैसे कि फ्लड्स, ड्रॉट्स, अकाल पड़ जाता है, सूखा होता है, उसको ड्रॉट्स बोलेंगे. ओके, सो नेचुरल कैलेमिटीज़ और नेचुरल डिज़ास्टर्स में क्या आता है? फ्लड्स, ड्रॉट्स. उन सब से बचने के लिए, जीने के लिए person used to travel from one place to another place. Sometimes men मार्च्ड इन आर्मीज, कॉन्कर्स अदर लैंड्स। एक तो ये हुआ नेचुरल कैलामिटीज से बचने के लिए, नेचुरल डिजास्टर से बचने के लिए, लाइवलीहुड ढूंढने के लिए। अनदर वन इज एक किंग अपनी आर्मीज के साथ दूसरे एरिया में जाता था टू कॉन्कर देयर लैंड। कॉन्करिंग मीन्स व्हाट? कैप्चरिंग द लैंड। दूसरे लैंड को ओन करने के लिए, खुद का बनाने के लिए एक कोई भी राजा, कोई भी किंग एक एरिया से दूसरे एरिया में जाता था। देन बिसाइड मर्चेंट ट्रैवल विद देयर कारवास और शिप्स कैरिंग वैल्यूएबल गुड्स फ्रॉम प्लेस टू प्लेस। अब इसमें क्या बोला है कि मर्चेंट्स मतलब जो लोग कुछ सेल करते हैं चीज़ों का, वो अपने कारवास के साथ, कारवा मीन्स ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल, उनकी शिप्स, उनके साथ वो कुछ सामान लेके एक प्लेस से दूसरी प्लेस पे जाते थे टू सेल द गुड्स। द रिलीजियस टीचर्स वॉक फ्रॉम विलेज टू विलेज, टाउन टू टाउन, स्टॉपिंग टू ऑफर इंस्ट्रक्शंस एंड एडवाइस ऑन द वे। रिलीजियस टीचर्स मतलब कौन? जो रिलीजन के बारे में, रिलीजन मतलब धर्म, धर्म के बारे में सिखाते लोगों को, वो टीचर्स एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे किस लिए जाते थे? विलेज से विलेज या टाउन टू टाउन क्यों जाते थे? जस्ट टू ऑफर द इंस्ट्रक्शंस, रिलीजियस इंस्ट्रक्शंस। देन फाइनली पीपल परहैप्स ट्रैवल ड्रिवन बाय द स्पिरिट ऑफ एडवेंचर्स। कुछ लोग एडवेंचर के तौर पे जाते थे, एडवेंचर इन द सेंस वांटिंग टू डिस्कवर न्यू एंड एक्साइटिंग प्लेसेस, कुछ नया ढूंढने के लिए, न्यू प्लेसेस फाइंड आउट करने के लिए। पीपल यूज टू ट्रैवल फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर। ऑल दिस लीड टू शेयरिंग ऑफ आइडियाज़ बिटवीन द पीपल। अभी ये जो ट्रैवलिंग होता था पीपल का एक प्लेस से दूसरी प्लेस में, उससे क्या होता था? पीपल यूज टू मीट some other people, they can share their ideas, they get new ideas. Okay, so it helps in overall development of the person. Now this is about the past. Now we'll discuss why do people travel nowadays. हम लोग क्यों ट्रैवल करते हैं? Again look at the map once more. See, हम लोगों ने ये मैप ऑलरेडी देखा है। अगर ये मैप आप अच्छे से देखोगे देन यू विल कम टू नो देर आर सो मेनी रिवर्स, माउंटेन रेंजेस, ओके, सी इज शोन इन द मैप. द हिल्स, माउंटेन्स and seas form a natural frontier of the subcontinent. Means subcontinent means a part of continent. So one continent is separated from another continent by the natural frontier. Frontier means boundary of the continent, subcontinent. Here hills, mountains and seas form the boundary. While it was difficult to cross this frontier, those who could and did scale the mountains and cross the seas. मतलब इन सब चीज़ों को, हिल्स, माउंटेन या सीज को क्रॉस करना इट्स नॉट अ जोक, वो बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट था. देन ऑल्सो पीपल यूज टू क्रॉस दिस बाउंड्रीज. वाई? people from across the frontiers also came into subcontinents and settle here. दूसरे कॉन्टिनेंट से आके भी पीपल वहाँ पे सेटल हो जाते थे. These movement of people enrich our cultural traditions. ये जो पीपल का मूवमेंट होता है एक कॉन्टिनेंट से, एक सब कॉन्टिनेंट से दूसरे सब कॉन्टिनेंट में, या एक प्लेस से दूसरे प्लेस में, वो दैट लीड्स टू कल्चरल एनरिचमेंट. मतलब हम एक दूसरे का कल्चर सीखते हैं. इवन पीपल हैव शेयर द न्यू वेज ऑफ कार्विंग द स्टोन. मतलब स्टोन कार्विंग करना मतलब स्टोन के ऊपर टू कार्व मीन्स जैसे कि हम लोग स्टोन के ऊपर अलग अलग तरीके से आर्ट करते हैं, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज स्टोन कार्विंग. देन अलग अलग तरीके का म्यूज़िक कंपोजिशन, इवन कुकिंग फूड ओवर सेवरल हंड्रेड्स ऑफ ईयर. मतलब ये जो आइडियाज़ है स्टोन कार्विंग का हो सकता है या म्यूज़िक कंपोजिशन का हो सकता है, या फूड कुकिंग का हो सकता है, दैट वी कैन एक्सचेंज। इसीलिए अभी हम लोगों को अलग अलग जगह के फूड आइटम्स पता है, तो अलग अलग स्टेट के अलग अलग फूड हैबिट्स है। वी आर ऑल्सो यूज टू ईट द फूड विच इज़ फ्रॉम सम अदर स्टेट, लाइक पंजाबी फूड हम लोगों को पसंद है, इवन वी लाइक चाइनीज़ फूड। सो ये जो अलग अलग चीज़ें हैं खाने की, हो सकती है म्यूज़िक, समटाइम्स यू मे लाइक द वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक, दे वेस्टर्न पीपल लाइक द क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक ऑफ इंडिया आर फोक डांसेस, ओके, लोक नृत्य हम लोग जिसको कहते हैं। सो ये सब कल्चरल एक्सचेंज किसकी वजह से हुआ? बिकॉज वी क्रॉस दिस बाउंड्रीज एंड वी स्टार्ट ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस, ओके। सो what is the benefit of traveling? Exchange of ideas. Now, name of the land. As you people know, our land or our country is named as a India, or even we can call it as a Bharat. So how these two names were used for the country that is given in this paragraph? Two of the words we often use for our country are India and Bharat. The word India comes from the Indus, called Sindhu in Sanskrit. Actually, already we have seen that Indus river in the map. So that river is also named as Sindhu in Sanskrit. Okay, so the name of our country is come from the name of the river Indus. Now next, about the Bharat. Here they have they told you about the Iran and Greece that you have to find in your Atlas book. The Iranians and Greek people who came through the northwest about 2500 years ago and were familiar with the Indus called it Hindus or Indos. Means the Iranian and Greek people who come to India, they call our country as Hindos or Indos, because they were familiar with the river Indus. Then the name Bharat was used for the group of people who lived in the northwest and who are mentioned in the Rig Veda. The Bharat name was used for the people who stay or who lived in the northwest side, and they were mentioned in the Rig Veda. What is Rig Veda? It is the earliest or oldest composition in Sanskrit. संस्कृत का सबसे ओल्डेस्ट कॉम्पोजिशन, मतलब संस्कृत में लिखा हुआ सबसे ओल्डेस्ट बुक है ऋग्वेदा, डेटेड टू अबाउट 3500 ईयर्स अगो. ऋग्वेदा कब लिखा गया था? 3500 ईयर्स अगो, एंड लेटर इट वॉज यूज फॉर द कंट्री नेम. सो दिस इज द हिस्ट्री ऑफ द नेम बिहाइंड द नेम इंडिया एंड भारत. सो टुडे how many topics, subtopics we covered? From lesson number 1, finding what happened, means how we come to know about past, what we can find about the past, where did people live, then why people travel in past, why people are traveling nowadays, and how our country get the name India, or we can say Bharat. All these things we go through all these points. You have to read this lesson carefully from this PDF, and even after this lesson I am going to give you the difficult words from the lesson, that you have to go through it and by heart the words. Okay, thank you so much.